This is Nex Ass from Tex Ass. We're going to make your hands clap, among other things. We're kicking things off with a 3-lander. We've got double procession, so we can use 1 to get back the passage and ensure we hit 4 mana to fire off the map the frontier. Keep your pants on. A phoenix down? Are we being pranked? Let's grab a forest with our passage, and we can start to set up our mana. They play out a cloud and get to fetch out an equipment. And of course, that's going to be a Buster Sword. So easy, even a caveman could do this combo. We draw another passage, and that will guarantee we hit 4 mana on schedule. Now we won't need to use a procession to get back a passage, and we can play out the talent instead. We draw a Cornucopia and we'll play it out. We'll hold off with the ramp for a later turn. The Horn of Plenty does give us a bit of ramp, and it'll gain us some life as well, which could matter. Here comes the equip, and they'll be coming in looking for some of those sweet, sweet damages, but we'll block up. There's no reason to give them an advantage so early. Let's fetch up an island. Blue mana is always in demand. Then we can procession a passage back to our hand. We draw a Sunfall, and although they have only 1 guy in play, it's a guy we want to get rid of. Get gone, girl. They're not sure what to do. They snipe our talent like it's going to save them the game. Thanks to Auroral Procession, we can get anything back from the grave if we really want it. It might only be a 1/1, but let's flip our incubator and get in there. After our smack, we'll fire off our ramp. Let's get some lands. Never skimp on the blue mana. Their next play is an equipment that generates a token. They are right on track to damages, but they've been stuck on 3 lands while we can't stop drawing them. Oh hey, there's another one. I don't know what we'd do if we didn't draw so many. We'll use our procession to get back our talent. Then we can level up the talent and get back our procession. It's the cycle of life. We know they won't block, so we'll send in our token. We don't know what else they're playing, but they might be running low on men. There's the equip, and now all they have to do is send it. Wait, what? A white Aurosite is their play? I was expecting something big and evil, but a removal is not that. And Albert Stainer shows up. There is no equipment he can't stain. We have no option other to get back our Sunfall and clear out the board. Luckily, we have the capability to get cards back at instant speed. We draw another Sunfall as an insurance policy. There's no point in sending our men in just for 1 damage. Let's clean this up. Another equipment that makes a token. No surprise there. Maybe we'll draw a bounce. That would be amazing. We get another procession, which is just fine. We'd love to see a trade here, so we'd be happy. If they block and if they don't, that is fine too. They take the hit and they drop to 10 life. We're halfway there for a deck that is not designed to take it to the opponent without Robot Overlords. I bet this Sunfall is going to make them wish they had blocked. They play out a Wind Crystal. Now that they don't have men, that's completely fine. You go, girl. Let's fetch out some deserts to hit the opponent in the life total. Land damages, bro. Land damages. They hit our token with a removal to save themselves some life. They've got no plays, so they might be holding all removals. We draw a synthesizer and we'll play it out right away. On top, we have a bounce and a cornucopia. We'll take both and in that order. They play out another Aurosite. The problem with those is we can copy them with a Doppelgang and get our stuff right back. And the longer the game goes with them not getting any men, the more it benefits us. Every turn we get closer to our Doppel. That's a lot of gear, but no men to take advantage of all those swords, armors, and butt plates. Don't forget the boob armor. They transform their fragments, and it turns into a 4/3 flyer. Very nice. Note that bouncing it won't quite do the trick. They can just play it again as the fragments. And we're right back here. We'll regrow our Sunfall. Shout out to old school players who know regrow. We have almost twice as many lands as the opponent, but we keep drawing lands. Shout out to the shuffler. an equipment that makes a token that we can deal with easily. We draw a ramp spell and we'll fire it off. We're down to about 6 lands left in the deck. They get another token, making equipment, and they slap as much gear on as they can. You forgot the boob armor, bro. We draw a talent and we'll play it out. We could get back the bounce, but Sunfall will give us a 2/2 incubator. Even after we've used so much mana, we still have enough to take the talent to level 3. They fire off an ossification, but that snipes a creature or planeswalker, and we don't have any of those. Not yet, we don't. Oopsie poopsie, bro. Equips has to give it up, they got nothing left. They poop it and scoop it after their oopsie poopsie. This is Boris the cat. He loves getting high on catnip and does not share. We get a mono blue 3-lander with doubles of bounce and confiscate. Our mana is fine, but let's not keep a hand we're going to need way too much luck to make work. Mull. Then we get a 3-lander with a better mix of cards. This is an excellent hand were we to start with it. We could ship the Sunfall, but maybe sending the stock up would be best. Keep your hopes up. They hit us with duress right off the bat. We have all the luck. They take the factory to stop our Robot Overlords from world domination. We will need blue mana, so that's what we'll grab. And then we draw an island anyways. That's fine. The more blue, the better. We can get our passage back for another go and keep fixing our colors. They play out a bat, and the only thing they can take is the Sunfall. Enjoy it, bro. They are out to exile even our lands? They probably don't feel safe unless the opponent has 0 cards in hand. Typical of discard players on Arena. No worries, we just keep drawing lands. We draw into a Cornucopia and we'll be fully in top deck mode now. We get a Horn of Plenty again, and we'll play it out. On our next turn, we'll be able to play the Virtue, and we'll be ready for whichever card we draw. We draw a Confiscate, and we will have to play it out. If we don't, it'll just get exiled. The question is, what do we take? I think the mark here has to be the bat. They can't bear to watch their bat come over to the shark side and hit it with a removal. Confiscate is removal, you saw it here first. They flash back a negotiation, which is just fine. Their follow-up is a bandit's talent, which could be annoying. We draw a talent, but this turn belongs to the Virtue. We want to have plenty of mana for any cards we draw, including a Doppelgang. It is unfortunate we're losing the talent, but that was expected. We draw another Confiscate, and this time there is no question what we take. We'll snipe the talent. Annoying? Not anymore. They fire up their manland and send it in. That's all they got now. We draw a talent, but unfortunately we don't have anything to get back. This is one of those cases when we would like to take it to level 3 since the tokens could end up being game-saving. They snipe our otter. They didn't even want to risk it blocking. Amazing. No way. We drew a stock up. This could be the tipping point towards GG's, depending on how much cheese we can find. Definitely take the Sunfall, and the Synthesizer will be nice too. Let's clear out their Batlord, then we can drop in our factory. On top, we have a Horn of Plenty and a land. We'll ship the land. Shieldred plops down for another go before she rotates out. We've got enough mana to level up our talent and give Sunfall another go before it rotates out. We'll take our talent to level 2 and get our stock up. That's more cards and possibly a bigger advantage than the sweeper. We can skip the lands, the bounce and ramp will be what we grab. We'll grab basics, since that is 6 mana over grabbing a pair of deserts, which would only be 2 mana. They go for a bat, but we'll take the moment to bounce their Shelly. The bat will not take any cards. We have made it useless. They play out a Preacher. And I'm taking a moment to count the lands we've drawn. That's pretty much about half of them already. They fire off a command, but they're going for short-term gain, and that's not going to be enough. They send in their men, and we'll flip our incubator to throw a block. They snipe our token, but get themselves down to only 1 card. That's an extra draw for us on our turn, which could matter. We draw a stock up, which could find us some ammo, considering we haven't seen a single Doppelgang so far this game. This is a great selection of cards. We'll easily take the Doppelgang, but is it another stock up or a factory? We'll take a Synthesizer. Robot Overlords could easily take over the game, especially after we doppel. On top, we have a second Virtue and a land. We'll keep the Virtue, but ship the land on down. Looks like we can doppel for 7, but we'll go with 5. We'll copy the talent, both factories, the Confiscate and the Virtue. We'll steal all their ability to throw damage at us. That's their men, the manland, and we'll take a swamp as well. Arena is finding it hard to digest our factory triggers. Okay. Here we go, that's only 125 triggers. GG's, bro. We'll smell you later. This is Travis tea. It's not as good as peach tea. One could say it's nasty. We get a shuffler special with some early plays, and we're one short of stock up and unlocking the rest of our deck after that. It's a risk, but I like the cards. Keep your pants on. Playing this out made me wish this was a surveil land. At least we'll be able to play out the talents. Another turn 1 duress player. Discard is difficult to break away from when you start playing it. So is Doppelgang. They take a talent and not the stock up. They likely have more card tossing effects to come. We draw a second stock up. All we need now is a third land. We'd even take a tap land at this point. Sure enough, there's another duress. With double stock up, they can't take both. That's bad news. We miss on the land draw and get ramp instead. They play out a bandit's talent, but they too miss on a third land. We'll toss the ramp. We miss yet again. That third land might be rather elusive. They fire off a cruel claw heist. I'd wager our stock up is toast at this point. This is the point where I wish I had taken a mull. But on the bright side, the opponent is also stuck at 2. We're even for the moment. Until someone draws a land, they hit us with the removal. Our token is finally gonzo. This game is getting hilarious. Let's see how long it takes to draw a land. They land another bandit talent. We'll toss a ramp as usual. I doubt we'll see 4 lands this game. We draw a third land. It's a Sharkmas miracle. It is a tap land, so we'll have to wait until our next turn, but at least we can start dropping synthesizers. They did not get a third land, you can tell by the hesitation. Wait, we got a 4th land. What is up with that? Anyways, let's play out a factory. The production lines will fire up and get in gear. On top we have a 5th land and a Sunfall. We'll pass on the land, funny ain't it? We've got 2 cards in hand that can help us out mana-wise, and more lands aren't needed right now. We need ammo. No third land for our bro. The shuffler doesn't like his brand of tea. They do play out a demon wall to tide them over. It's time for our second factory outlet. The price drop has begun. On top we have a pair of lands. We'll keep the island but ship the desert. They hit us with another duress. They likely should take the ramp, but they nail our sweeper instead. We'll use our passage to grab the island we have on top. We'll want to hit our ramp and increase our advantage. Fire in the hole. We're going from 4 mana to 6. We'll send our Robot Overlord in. If they have an annex, they likely won't want to block. Oops. They get their third land and throw down a lily right away.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
We'll toss the bounce.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Let's take our talent to level 2 and get back stock up. We can get back the passage as well and play it out. There's the annex. At least they didn't strip the stock up out of our hand. They activate Lily, and that's our sign to toss a land. what's the holdup? Come on, bro. It's time for our stock up. And hey, it's another stock up. We'll take it along with the Doppelgang. It's a double stock up turn. This one gets us an excellent selection of cards. We'll take the Cornucopia and let's snag the Confiscate for some heist action. We'll hang on to the land. That's what we'll toss to Lily. They poop out another demon wall. Very nice, bro. Did it hurt on the way out?
Drop it.
Normally we'd play out the virtue this turn, then doppel our way to high heaven, but this isn't a normal game. We'll fire off the Confiscate and steal their Lily. That's right, bro. Lily has come over to the shark side, and with 6 loyalty, we can fire off her ultimate right away. Bro looks at his hand. You're not tossing cards, you're tossing permanents.
Don't bother begging.
Once they realize what we've done, they emergency poop it and scoop it. GG's, extra cheese. And that, my friends, is another satisfied customer.